now.
Ebbs, you have not stopped smiling since you came on here, so I got to ask you something. This trade to New York, how has it been for you? From just watching out here, and we don't get you as much as we'd like the games, but has it kind of recharged you?
Yeah. I mean, it's fun playing meaningful games.
How about that?
I think this is one of the tighter knit groups that I've been a part of since I've started playing hockey. So it's been a lot of fun.
This is the Rod Pedersen Show.
Hey, it absolutely is. Good day, Canada. Welcome to the RP Show, Canada's daytime sports talk show, and our Canadian sports fans around the world. Reason I'm looking at my phone and sending this to producer Clark on the other side of the wall is I see my good man Jack Bailey's watching from Ottawa today, and I was talking to you about him in our morning meeting. I was on his podcast yesterday.
Yeah.
Blue Line Sports Podcast, and he's watching. So g'day, Jack. He's just so cute. I can't stand it. He's 14, and he's going to kill me because I'm going to say that he looks 7. But I'm on this podcast with him yesterday, and he was talking like he's been in the business for 20 years. I'm like, how is this coming out of this little person? You got it? Can we put it? That's me and Jack yesterday. Look at that kid.
That's unreal.
He's so cute. And I looked at his Twitter bio. He's 14. He's got journalist. Da-da-da-da-da. I know. And I'm thinking, at 14, if somebody had called me cute, I'd have been, but they did. Call me that. They didn't care.
Oh, yeah.
So,
unbelievable.
Yeah, Jack Bailey.
And a Canucks fan? Is that the Canucks jersey?
More Leafs.
Okay.
More Leafs. Big-time Leafs fan. So I don't understand you people.
I like it.
That cheer for Toronto. Thank you, Jordan. Nice way to start a new week, eh? John Kirby. What podcast, Rod? Blue Line Sports Podcast. I'll give you all the deets later, but I think he's posting it today. Anyways, it's episode number 505 of Canada's daytime sports talk show. And we got an awesome guest list today, thanks to producer Clark. TSN's Darren Dreger, Joe Lazito, fast becoming our Islanders insider. Between him and Clark Gillies, we got 2. Joe's going to join us from Long Island to talk about the Isles, and they're up 1-0 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And Jim Lang's going to join us. He is Canada's foremost NFL expert, longtime morning man and fan, 590 Toronto. So that's going to be great. Can we hit the quick 6 show topics, please, Jordan? You people understand that this is our time right now here in the warm-up, not yours. So we'll get to your comments in a moment, but it's about me and Moose here right now. So number 1. CFL Board of Governors vote. I can see your questions coming in. When's the vote? Clark, did you ever find out? Because I didn't. He's heard 2 things right now and this afternoon. I had Hustler write me from Winnipeg yesterday going, when are they going to announce the results? I don't know. Of all the people I talked to over the weekend, I didn't ask. My guess, around noon within mountain time, within an hour or 2 of that. I was actually counting on you helping me, Moose, on this because you're much better CEO type than me. If they know that the vote's going to be potentially unanimous, but for sure, yes, why are they even having a vote? Why the pomp and circumstance? Why the smoke and mirrors? You know me as a black and white guy. We're going, let's go. Why are they doing this?
It's PR now.
Oh, is it?
I think it's a lot of PR.
Now they care.
I think the vote was scheduled. I don't know that it was necessarily something that they announced publicly, right? This is what the Nailers and the Farhans and the Dunks and the Medanis, they sourced this out, right? To say, now we're hearing that there's a vote coming on June 14th. So, they have to vote at some point. They can assume that it's unanimous, but eventually to know, it has to be a vote. So today was the scheduled vote day, and away we go.
Okay, so everybody's writing in saying noon Eastern, they're voting. Okay, smarty pantses, when are they announcing it? I got to think early afternoon, August 17th, last summer when they announced they weren't going to play was the same day. It was like right after the vote. So maybe when we're on the air. I don't know. Clark said he's keeping his eyes peeled, and I know you've been talking to the CFL PR people, Clark, but I mean, I'm sorry. I've been talking to the executives and the coaches and the players. I have not been talking to the governors at all. So there's that. Moving on to point 2, CFL, unless you had more on that.
No.
CFL returned to play, and some are saying, Rod, why are you talking about the CFL so much? Because it's June, and they should be playing, right? It's CFL time. So just this morning, Ontario's Heritage Minister, Lisa MacLeod, comes out with a statement and says that the road's clear now for the Red Blacks and the Ticats, and apparently she forgot the Argos in her tweet, but the Blue Jays and the OHL to get back onto the field, and all the other teams and leagues in Ontario. So that's very positive. But I should tell you, the conversations that I had over the weekend were this. And they were good, but they were also somewhat bad in that they're like, we're going to give it a go. But we're subject to all these health and safety protocols. Some of them, Darren, don't make any sense to me. Why are we doing this? You talk about PR. A lot of COVID's been PR. You understand that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Why do we need this in the locker room? Why do we need to do this outside the stadium? Why? Why are NHL coaches wearing masks right now when none of the fans are? Okay, so it's being a lot of this doesn't make sense, but they're saying we're going to give it a go. But it's like if there's an outbreak on one team, 40 guys test positive, we're done. So it kind of smacks of a year ago at this time where all these leagues were like, we're gonna try it, and the NFL got stopped in some cases. Look at the Denver Broncos. Look at the Ravens, right?
Yep.
Baseball got stopped for a period. They all got going again, but that's kind of where the CFL is. It's still a lot of this. Did I tell you that this weekend when I saw you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
It is. It's a lot. It's a lot, and there's a lot going on, but we're in a better spot, though. I really think we're in a better spot than we were a year ago. At least, more of us have our vaccinations. Now we're lining up in the rectangle here to get our second vaccinations as early as next week, and some are already getting those. We're seeing that pop up on social, but it's happening in Alberta now where they're eligible for their second vaccine a lot sooner. So if that spreads, and we have until August, right? I'm more confident that we're going to be able to get to these double vaccinations.
I thank the coaches that are texting me, too, that they're voting at noon Eastern. Well, Clark says, I have a tweet from Kevin Brown. Did you write that? You said, do you want to show it? I don't know what the tweet is, Clark. I don't know. I don't know what the tweet is, so you're going to have to tell me whether you want to. I don't know what it is. So Kevin Brown has said, spoiler alert, we're playing ball. Naylor's been saying that for a week. So they say they voted. That doesn't tell me anything. I'm sorry. The warm-up is brought to you by eCall Electric, your complete electrical distributor with locations in Regina, Estevan, Swift Current, Yorkton, and Moose Jaw. eCall Electric, let's get to work. I think I'm ready to move on from this. I'm getting upset. Like, what? We were told to expect yes. I'd like to know what the vote was. 8-1-7-2-6-3. Who didn't vote? Like, that didn't tell me anything. And camps haven't opened yet either, by the way. There's guys. What did Luke Mullender say this morning? My good and longtime friend, color guy, still for the Rough Riders, saying, he who owns the gold makes the rules. The CFL's third and goal from the 3 right now, and we need a touchdown. They're not out of the woods today. But I'm just trying to stay positive with it. Point 3, Islanders beat Tampa Bay 2-1. And Moose, I didn't watch the game. I was outside yesterday. I saw the Instagram poll that Nelson Vo, our content creator, put up on our story saying, what are you watching today? I think the options were Euro 2021, whatever it is. No. Blue Jays, Stanley Cup. I'm like, neither. It's 34 degrees outside.
Yeah, I'm out.
No. How about no? We got 9 months of not that to watch these other things. So I saw the scores. I saw the Islanders were up 2-0 in Tampa, and the Lightning scored a late power play goal, and they made it exciting. But did it? I feel like the whole world's just waking up to how good the New York Islanders are right now. I'm sorry to say I've been singing their praises all season long, and one thing dawned on me yesterday. I took my eye off the puck for 10 years and dove headfirst into the CFL and football. I took my eye off the puck. Guess what? I'm back. In terms of analyzing hockey, watching hockey, talking to the guys. and gals, like I'm back, said the Islanders are for real a long time ago. John Scott just tweeted it yesterday. Did you see his tweet?
Yeah.
Something along the lines of, I just noticed the Islanders are good.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
They are good. And it starts at the top. Barry Trotz has the magic, right? He's got the magic touch, and they're playing really well. And yeah, it wasn't the best Tampa game that we've seen. They're a better team than what we saw in Game 1. But you know what? The Islanders are probably better than we saw in Game 1 too. I mean, new series. We always see that feeling out process. And I think it'll be a fun series. But yeah, New York's good.
The poll question today for Capital Automall Universal Collision Center, by the way, pertains to this. And I think it was Clark's idea, so kudos to you, Clark. If not you, perhaps Alan, the intern. Who will meet in the Stanley Cup final? We've put up the 4 combos there, so we're making you think. And leading the way, well, on a Twitter is a tie, Vegas Islanders and Montreal Islanders. But I guess after Sunday, on Twitter, everybody's thinking the Islanders are going to advance. What's the leader on Facebook?
It's dead even, 33%, the same two you said. But reading into this, 66% of people are picking the Islanders as one team, and it looks like 50% are saying Vegas. So, but yeah, it's the Islanders. They're really getting on the Islanders, thinking that they're going to beat Tampa. So we'll see.
Interesting. Drew Koser's watching from the Off the Hosel podcast, the Brent Sutter of the Prairie Junior Hockey League. He must be talking about his league. He says, this league meeting this past Saturday, and things look to be heating up. Back to a 40-game schedule. Excited to be back in the rink. 40 games for junior. What do they normally play, that league?
I think it's
right around there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's good.
Yeah, it's all going the right way. Mike Horrigan watching in Toronto says, good afternoon from the 905 RP show. And viewers, like and subscribe. Thank you, Mike. And from Nelson Hackowich, our VP of Sim Events, he says, I don't know if I'm more excited for the CFL news or the Vegas Golden Knights game day. 7 p.m. Mountain, by the way, Canada's team, the Vegas Golden Knights, takes on the Montreal Canadiens. That's my point 4, by the way. Clearly, Nelson was reading my diary. Reading some interesting articles, by the way, on the contrast of this particular series. Montreal's been playing to mostly empty arenas and now just 2,500 fans. Now they're rolling into T-Mobile, where it's been rocking for weeks, packed. They say the strip is packed. Vegas has basically declared COVID over. The blackjack tables are jammed. They're like pigs at a trough. What a contrast, right? And just for the Habs to walk in there and play in that, they're going to have to get caught up fast, because the Golden Knights have been playing this way for a while.
Yeah,
in this atmosphere,
it's a different element altogether when they're yelling and you're not really ready for that. Yeah, these are pros, and the naysayers would say, "But Rod, Darren, like they've played in front of fans before. They're pros. They can do that."
It's different.
It's different, especially when you get used to something else. So it'll be interesting to see what game 1 and 2 is like. But look I thought game 1 in the last series was going to go the same way as the Vegas-Colorado game 1 went. I thought Montreal should rest Carey Price. I thought Jake Allen should start, because they're going to get steamrolled in game 1. Coming off a 7-game series, the emotional roller coaster that was that series with Toronto for them. And no, they said, forget about it. We're playing Carey Price, and they just had their way with the Winnipeg Jets. I don't know what's going to happen in game 1. I'd like to think that Vegas is going to have an upper hand, and the crowd's going to play a factor, and Montreal's going to be on their heels, and it might get away from them. But this is Montreal, and I've said it's a team you can't explain, right? It's destiny, it's magic, it's the hockey gods, it's all of those things. So I really don't know what to expect.
It is a tantalizing matchup. I mean, Tampa Islanders, very good. We got good friends in that series. But over here, Vegas has their flower. Montreal has their flower. Guy Lafleur, right?
Yeah.
2 iconic goaltenders. It's just everything you could possibly want for this time of year. And Vegas will win this series in probably 6 games. Moving on, Blue Jays. How about them yesterday? 18-4 rout over the Red Sox. I only watched the highlights, of course, because as I said, I was outside. But the Blue Jays opened this week 7.5 games off the division lead. And they're rolling. And can I just say this? I've seen the blown leads, the shoddy bullpen play. I don't think I've clarified this as much as I'm going to right now. I have faith in Charlie Montoyo. I have faith in Ross Atkins. I have faith in Mark Shapiro, and he's the last guy I thought that they would. So they might not get there this year, but they're on their way. They got plenty of time here to make the acquisitions. I don't know how. Well, I do know how, actually. There's no salary cap in baseball, so they'll find a way. If they feel that they can contend and that's all they need, they'll go get it. But I see people just losing their ever-loving minds on social media over how, that a managerial mistake, an error by Vladdy at first, bullpen decisions, and I'm not going to be that guy, Darren. They expect perfection, and I can tell you this team's not perfect, but they're pretty damn good.
They're pretty dang good. I mean, they've 8 home runs, most allowed in a single game at Fenway Park.
It's amazing.
With the monster and everything else, I mean, that is outstanding. So clearly they've got a lot of really good pieces, and they're capable. But you're right, they're not perfect, and if they want to be perfect, they're going to have to add. That'll be decisions. They've got a little time. They can kick this can down the road a little bit longer, see where they're at, in a month from now. But it's fun to watch. It's really fun to watch.
Brian Eitenauer watching on Facebook says Montreal will get a rude awakening against Vegas. Montreal has beaten 2 teams that are not very good so far. Yeah, maybe. Why do I feel like Tuesday morning the Habs are going to wake up in their hotel room? It's going to be like a scene from The Hangover. They're all going to be strolling around the hotel and be a tiger in the bathroom. Like, what hit us? The Golden Knights. Don't say you weren't warned. And point 6, we got to spend more time on this probably with Jim Lang, but Green Bay Packers president Mark Murphy, I don't know if you saw, he came out and said that Aaron Rodgers is, quote, a complicated fella. This a week after saying neither side should speak on the Aaron Rodgers situation. This guy said it, Darren, the president of the Packers. Nobody should be talking about this as a highly delicate matter. And then he comes out at the minicamp and says, what can I say about Aaron Rodgers? He's a highly complicated fella. You probably just sealed Aaron leaving, or at the very least, not stepping on the football field ever again because of idiotic comments like that. So if Aaron Rodgers is done, you can thank the team president, Mark Murphy, for that. Doesn't get it.
Oh, my.
Did you not know that he said that?
Yeah, I did.
Right,
no,
right.
no, I absolutely did. But I had the same feeling. It's like fighting with your girlfriend or your wife, right? A couple things you just don't say. Relax.
Yeah.
Is one. Or if there's a crowd of people and she's just emotional, right? There's things you don't say.
And that's one.
He's a complicated guy. Yeah, you don't say that.
Darren Dreger next. This has been the warm-up for E-Cole Electric. Let's get to work. You're watching the RP Show on Game Plus TV Network, YouTube and Facebook Live, and 24-hour sports radio for Suds Full Service Car Wash at rodpedersen.com.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of the Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.